Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS, with playoff elimination on the line, the most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win to make the playoffs, and breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. 6 teams are alive for 4 spots, and all must win. There's no crying in the Big 3, and the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Presented by iHeart.
Let's be real. Life happens. Kids spill. Pets shed. And accidents are inevitable. Find a sofa that can keep up at WashableSofas.com. Starting at just $699. Our sofas are fully machine washable inside and out. So you can say goodbye to stains and hello to worry-free living. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. They're kid-proof, pet-friendly, and built for everyday life. Plus, changeable fabric covers let you refresh your sofa whenever you want. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa anytime to fit your space, whether it's a growing family room or a cozy apartment. Plus, they're earth-friendly and trusted by over 200,000 happy customers. It's time to upgrade to a stress-free, mess-proof sofa. Visit WashableSofas.com today and save. That's WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640 is Later with Mo Kelly. I was doing some, what I would say is community service. I was talking to some young kids as part of the Collab Youth Program. And they're asking about how to get in the business. What is it you do? What have you done? What was the path you took? And that kind of thing. And one of the questions, it was an astute question, was how does AI impact what you do or your personal life? And I thought, wow, that was a great question. The young lady was about maybe 14 years old. And my answer to her question was something like this. Well, I don't use AI, but AI is present all around everything that I do. It's not like I'm going to ask ChatGPT for anything. Nothing. I'm not asking Grok. I'm not asking any of them. That's not what I do. But I acknowledge that when I use my GPS or use my smartphone, AI is involved. That's the passive application. Here's another example of that. YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, you use YouTube. I use YouTube. We might use it for any number of videos. And I found, YouTube is showing movies now. You can subscribe to its movies, free movies. And I sometimes watch movies on YouTube. I bring that up because YouTube has begun testing a new AI-powered age verification system. And it starts officially tomorrow. And it's supposedly going to be able to differentiate between adults and minors, age verification, based on the kinds of videos they have been watching. Let me stop right there. You're trying to tell me that YouTube will be able to differentiate between me, I should say an adult, and a minor on the strength of the videos we're watching? Do you actually think a 15-year-old who is a minor is watching 15-year-old stuff, or is probably watching the stuff that adults are watching? Not that like adults as in pornographic, but I'm just saying, people older than 18 would watch.
Kids nowadays, they love that retro vibe.
But I'm saying they're not watching 15-year-old kid stuff. I would be willing to suspect. Your daughter's how old?
15.
Okay. I don't think that she's looking at Dora the Explorer.
No. Mm-mm. No, and I think that kids nowadays, period, when they're watching anything, it's in little bites. It's in little bites, and I can see how more and more kids would be gravitating to YouTube. They can get little bite-sized mini episodes of what they want, the way they want it. So this is kind of, ingenious of YouTube to at least get out in front of it, because it's going to be people are going to be posting all types of unsavory stuff that kids just don't need to see.
The system supposedly will only work when viewers are logged into their accounts, like you are right now if you're watching us on YouTube, and will make its age assessment regardless of the birth date you might have used upon signing up. So you may have signed up and your supposed YouTube age is 23, but they're going to analyze through the algorithm as far as what types of videos you're watching, and YouTube will make its own assessment. If the system flags a logged-in viewer as being under 18 per the videos you're watching, YouTube will impose the normal controls and restrictions that the site already uses as a way to prevent minors from watching videos. I would be pretty pissed. Let's say if I'm 20 and then all of a sudden you want to flag my site or flag my privileges as being under 18 because you're going to make an assessment based on just the videos I may have been watching. Yeah. Maybe I'm 25 and I'm looking for children's videos for my child or something because I want something for them to watch, not for me to watch.
Well, and not only that, I think that YouTube, for the most part, has remained relatively unscathed when it comes to having really, really unsavory things on it. I mean, especially if you go on X right now, I promise you just open it up. X, porn will be on X will porn. I'll just say that to see if it pops up on the phone if you go to X, but you can actually just see straight porn there. So why not YouTube say, we're gonna have to do something because you come to this platform and you may see wild videos people post this and that, but if we can do age verification and make sure that kids can come here, yes.
I know when I post my videos on YouTube, I get a specific prompt. Is this appropriate for kids? As in kids, not that it would be inappropriate for someone who's like 13 or 14, but they want you to affirmatively say whether your content is meant for a younger child as opposed to, like, I'm doing political commentaries and everything. No, that's not meant for kids. It's not to exclude kids. I'm just saying it's not meant for them. It's not an educational tool for a 12 or a 13-year-old.
Right.
YouTube has always been aggressive in that regard, and they are quick to remove someone's content. Trust me, they'll find any sort of reason to remove your content, be it copyright violation or content violation, inappropriate material. They will strike your account in a heartbeat. So this doesn't surprise me. I just am surprised that it just seems they're using a system which is error prone, probably at best. You're trying to use age verification based on my actions, not my actual age.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at all sorts of stuff. Some days I'm looking for old cartoons that I used to watch because I know I can find it on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Let's just imagine that it can go both ways. If you're someone who's 14 or 15 and you're looking at content, let's say it's an action movie or, fighting scenes, whatever, the assumption probably from the algorithm is that you are of a certain age and that you are an adult. I wonder how accurate this is actually going to be and how it's going to strike certain channels, strike someone's privileges, and how well that's going to go over with people. I would not trust AI to determine someone who's either 17 or 19.
I wonder, though, are they using the same technology that they're using, like, say, in the Midwest to make sure that you are over 18 when you sign up for Pornhub or whatever? Because they are using AI there.
Maybe and I'm quite sure there's a legal aspect to this where YouTube wants to somehow say that we're doing all we can to restrict age inappropriate content from kids. It doesn't have to be foolproof, but they can say, hey, we have this layer of protection, this layer of verification. I don't know whether it's going to do what it's going to do, but we are the beta testing community. We're going to do it because I use YouTube every single day. Every day. If I'm looking for a clip, like we'll talk about the passing of the actress Danielle Spencer today. I was on YouTube looking up clips from the 1970s. Does that mean I'm an adult or not? I don't know.
Well, is it connected to or like our email accounts? I could never remember how YouTube is connected.
Well, it depends on your email. Like, for example, YouTube is a division or Google's connected to Google. So your Google account will also be your YouTube account if you're signed in. So I don't know, like if you have like Proton Mail or what is it? iCloud for Apple? What is that? The Apple? Okay. If you have something other than Gmail or something, I don't know how it connects in that regard. But I just use my Google account, but it just seamlessly connects.
Yeah.
But this is something that, to your point, Twala, will probably be used by just about all sites at some point.
Yeah.
If you provide content or you want to limit the accessibility of the content to minors, yes, AI is going to be the driving force.
And it will help because there's apps like Disney Plus where they did that one relaunch and then everyone had to have a pin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I'll create a pin for myself, but the other accounts, the kids' accounts, they don't have this pin thing. So I'm like, what am I doing with the pin other than it getting my information and testing, I guess, beta testing the whole thing?
Oh, beta testing, most definitely. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on social media and the iHeartRadio app. And speaking of nostalgia, speaking of looking up things of yesteryear, as I'm prone to do, if I said Kodak to you, depending on your age, you may think of that as either a company or a rapper. I'm not wrong. We'll tell you about which we're talking about when we...
The reviews and ratings are in, and Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS, with playoff elimination on the line, the stars will be flocking to Los Angeles to witness the most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win over Houston to make the playoffs, reeling from last week's savage beating at the hands of Chicago's possessed Montrezl Harrell. Last time these teams met, Miami beat Houston, but they are a dangerous team having their manhood at stake. Then breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. Will LA avenge their previous shocking loss to perennial basketball Boston rivals to survive? 6 teams are allowed for 4 spots and all must win. Don't miss the Big 3, the 3-on-3 basketball league everyone is talking about. There's no crying in the Big 3, and the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, followed by 2 games on Vice starting at 6:30 Eastern, presented by iHeart.
Let's be real. Life happens. Kids spill. Pets shed. And accidents are inevitable. Find a sofa that can keep up at WashableSofas.com. Starting at just $699. Our sofas are fully machine washable inside and out. So you can say goodbye to stains and hello to worry-free living. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. They're kid-proof, pet-friendly, and built for everyday life. Plus, changeable fabric covers let you refresh your sofa whenever you want. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa anytime to fit your space, whether it's a growing family room or a cozy apartment. Plus, they're earth-friendly and trusted by over 200,000 happy customers. It's time to upgrade to a stress-free, mess-proof sofa. Visit WashableSofas.com today and save. That's WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Come back.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly here. Live on Instagram, Facebook, and the iHeartRadio app. And I always wonder how people cannot see the brick wall coming. Kodak. We all remember Kodak if you're of a certain age. You know, Kodak film, Kodak cameras from a bygone era where people had physical pictures. My first camera I ever owned was a little Kodak camera. It was everywhere. In fact, the first Kodak product came out in 1888. The Eastman Kodak Company incorporated in 1892, but the company traces its roots back to 1879. In 1888, Eastman sold the first Kodak camera for $25. And now it is teetering on the edge of going out of business. In its earnings report yesterday, the company warned that it doesn't have committed financing or available liquidity to pay its roughly $500 million in upcoming debt obligations. Let me go back to where I started. It's amazing to me that so many businesses cannot see the future of their own industry. Let me give you some examples. I don't know or understand, and I would love to get your thoughts on this, Sam and Mark, as you see fit. I don't understand why the Thomas Map Guide could not see where GPS was taking everything. I don't understand how movie theaters did not see, or even movie studios did not see the future of digital media and streaming. I don't understand why the music industry, comparatively speaking, very similarly, did not see the future of digital streaming and downloading of music. And it torpedoed the music industry. Streaming is now torpedoing the movie theater industry. We know that the Thomas Guide doesn't really exist anymore. GPS has moved on. And I make the same arguments like Kodak. How could you not be at the forefront of the digital photography revolution?
You're talking to somebody who came from the world of newspapers. I don't know.
Right. Okay. You understand where I'm going then?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of us saw what was coming and tried to warn the authority figures. But I got to tell you that the people in charge can be a little out of touch. I mean, I begged the people at the Seattle Times to stop even thinking of it or calling it a newspaper. It's a news site. It's a news portal. Paper, right. People aren't going to be using paper that much longer. Also, focus on video games. They make X times more than movies make, and we got a whole movie section every single week. Things like that. And the people up top who tend to be older and more affluent and more isolated, the further up the food chain they go, they don't have any contact with that stuff. They're really, really out of touch. So while the rank and file guys like me are yelling, hey, times are changing, you got to do something, and here's what the people who know what they're talking about are saying, the people up top are like, okay, little man, move on. Thank you for your input.
Now, I will say radio did a decent job of recognizing the potential value of podcasts and moving accordingly to incorporate that into the medium and format. But most industries are not. And Twala, you made the point, we were kind of discussing this off air, where I guess the old folks just cannot see the forest for the trees. Yeah.
There we go. Most time when we see something and we're on the younger end of our music industry, entertainment industry legends and icons, so to speak. But a lot of them, when we would go to them with our ideas and things that we felt could take over the streets or whatever, they would ignore us. They would ignore us and they would go, yeah, cool. Hey, go out there and wrap this van. Go out there with these poster boards who used to think like, hey, people are, they're not out there doing that anymore. Yeah. And they would still spend this money on this street team doing something that's like, we have to be able to enter this digital domain. And that's why a lot of them fell off.
I remember this with the book industry, Barnes & Noble, B. Dalton, Crown Books, they couldn't see the digital revolution coming. And Kodak, God bless his heart, 133-year-old photography company. Why have you not built out 15, 20 years ago, the online space that you can own as a digital photography company?
I was just looking at the first Kodak camera I had. It was a Kodak disc from, I think, 1986 or 87. Wow. And that was something that I thought was really cool. And that's the kind of idea that, like, they innovated. They came up with great ideas for people to go take pictures and stuff like that. And instead of leaning into the innovation of digital cameras and doing the stuff like that, could you imagine if they came out with a Kodak disc camera now that actually, like, had high-end photography quality stuff on it, where you can actually put it in your back pocket and have it be a strong, solid camera that you can get good pictures of?
I'll do you one better. Why didn't Kodak partner with Google or Apple to make its cameras for its phones?
Well, and that's the thing. I think all of us are kind of tapping on the subject. The reasoning why is because the people in charge look at all of the different fads. I mean, 5-6 years ago, TikTok wasn't a thing. Now it's the thing that's driving all of music. So all of these people are looking at all these new things coming up as being, like, oh, it's just a fad. It's not going to stick. It's not going to last. So we're not going to throw money at it. There was, 20 something years ago, I was, working at a radio station in San Diego. Magic Johnson came to town and the TV station came over and filmed the whole thing, but they didn't have any website or internet or anything like that, specifically because their management said internet's a fad and we're not going to throw money at that.
Charger 55 in the chat says, if only they had a crystal ball, saying like you can't predict the future. No, this you can see. Enough industries have fallen prior to 2025 where, let's say around 2000, and companies were starting to embrace the idea of having an online presence. Remember the .com boom? So some companies were forward thinking enough to think, well, we need to have an online presence. That's 2000. That's 25 years ago. If you're Kodak and you've seen the fall of the music business because of the digital revolution, you've seen the fall of the movie theater industry because of the digital revolution. Come on. How many hits do you need?
Why doesn't Kodak have a smartphone? Because everybody has a camera on their smartphone. They could have been on
making
top
sense
of it.
over there. I'm making too much sense.
I love Kodak in a nostalgia sense, and I'm not saying that someone didn't try internally. I just don't understand why you couldn't see the end of your own company's life. It'd be different if Kodak tried and it failed. But I can't find any evidence of them trying outside of their present business matrix of just making cameras. Do you think photographers are buying film like they used to? Do you think movie studios are using film to make their movies like they used to? Not on the same level. When was the last time people bought a Kodak camera for personal use? All 5 people did this year?
I got one for my son. I can't remember where it's going, but it was just for just S's and giggles because it was like one of those like, hey, yeah, you can use it to take pictures. And he went around and then brought it back like, I think it's done. And I'm like, yeah, now we're supposed to go get this developed.
I remember, Roadhouse was 1989.
Yeah.
1989, they're talking about the Photomat. And you haven't done anything since then?
I got the 7-Eleven.
Got the 7-Eleven, the Photomat. JCPenney came to the town because of Brad Wesley. You doing the same thing now in 2025 that you were doing in 1989? You're doing something wrong. It's later with Mo Kelly. Hey, Mark.
Yes, Mo.
Do you still have a Kodak camera somewhere at home?
I got all sorts of cameras in boxes in storage.
Yeah, I think I have my original Kodak somewhere at my mother's house. Somewhere. And you had to put the flash on top of it.
What are those ones where it's a Polaroid where you take the picture and you pull it out and it develops in your hand?
Yeah, you had to shake it and everything.
Yeah.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Those were fun.
And I think you can get a filter so you can have like a Polaroid shot-esque for your Instagram photos. I love the throwback stuff. But the whole idea, have you ever looked? I know you have, but I'm saying, have you ever looked at an actual Polaroid photo? The resolution is crappy.
The resolution's crappy. The lighting, no matter what lighting you have in your natural environment, it looks terrible. And because of that, it's glorious. And now you have to have a super advanced smartphone to replicate that cheap look.
Polaroid, are they even still in business before that break?
I think they are. They've been
or some form of
something of a Polaroid camera recently.
Yeah, they still have a website, and we'll see what they're selling. Oh, they're selling throwback versions of their Polaroid cameras with the actual with the picture will come out and they have to let it develop.
Okay, now that's fun.
Yeah, but that's not a sustainable business model.
No, it's just a novelty. They're all going to be homeless and wearing those barrels with suspenders on them.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Let me just play this as a follow-up to our conversation on Polaroid and Kodak and what used to be as far as film and technology.
But you You're a smart boy, aren't you, Dalton? You're just not too realistic. Christ, I'm just like you. I came up the hard way on the streets of Chicago. You know, when I came to this town after Korea, there was nothing. I brought the mall here. I got the 7-Eleven. I got the photomat here. Christ, J.C. Penney is coming here because of me. You ask anybody, they'll tell you. I got the 7-Eleven. I got the photomat here.
Photomat. Is Photomat still in business, or did they go out of business as well? I know they don't have those kiosks anymore, do they? They can't possibly be in business. Photomat. Yeah, it's out of business. It says was. It was an American retail chain of photo development drive-through kiosks. I actually used to run my photography lab in high school. I did a computer lab and photography lab. And when I say stop bath to people, it's like they have no idea what that is. And I know you do, Mark, because you did some photography.
No.
You never ever develop your own film in like a dark room?
No, I used to get drunk in the dark room in high school. Dark room parties, we called them.
No, we actually we had a photography class and we had a dark room and we would develop film, you know, and put it in the various solutions and stop baths would stop developing. And it was very cool to do, to take your own pictures and develop them.
You know, as a writer, I've always had sort of a bizarre relationship with photographers because they were also always so precious and treated like their prints as if they were works of fine art to be signed. And I'm like, oh, you want to draft in my article while you're at it?
Yeah, but I kind of understand that because it's your baby. It's something that you created. It's a part of your vision, your eye, as they say, how you see the world. It's very distinct. It may not be valuable to anyone else, but there are articles that I've written over the years. It's like, damn, I'm kind of proud of that. And they hang in my office. Now, it's not like I would give it to someone and say, hey, do you want a signed copy of it? But I understand it at least.
I never. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay.
I got the 7-Eleven. I got the photomat here. Christ, J.C. Penney is coming here because of me. You ask anybody, they'll tell you.
Ask anybody, they'll tell you.
Yeah, J.C. Penney. That's doing great right now, isn't it?
They're circling the drain as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that boast did not last.
Somehow 7-Eleven is still going strong as people are getting murdered there left and right.
I got the 7-Eleven. I got the photomat here.
Christ, J.C. Penney is coming here because of me. You can ask anyone.
They'll tell you.
That man's a visionary.
Brad Wesley.
Couldn't bring a Montgomery Wards or anything?
Broadway.
Oh, God.
Macy's.
Maybe he was working on a Woolworths.
You went deep for that one, Woolworths.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those big box retailers, those anchor stores, as it were. Yeah, they don't have those anymore. I went by Del Amo Mall this past weekend just to pick up a few knickknacks. They have a pressed juicery there, and I love the juices that they sell there. It is one of the places that you can get it and get all the flavors as opposed to going to a grocery store that only have a handful of them. Long story short is Del Amo Mall, surprisingly, is still a very packed mall. I don't know. Yeah. I was actually thinking about it. It's like, gosh, there are a lot of damn people here for malls, big picture, not doing that well. Del Amo Mall was packed. You couldn't find a parking space anywhere. And it wasn't like it was the Christmas holidays. It was a Sunday at the end of summer. And you could not find a parking space anywhere. There's a parking structure, parking lot by Macy's. Everything was full. It was reminiscent of Christmas. It was really surprising. Because if you go to any of the other malls like South Bay Galleria, whatever's left there, not a lot. I haven't been to the Sherman Oaks Galleria. I don't think that's there anymore.
It is, but it's nothing really there. Like they still have. You're talking about the one with the movie theater, right?
Correct.
Yeah. There's a couple of really nice restaurants there. They still have the movie theater. Of course, they still have the gym. But a lot of the stores that were there, those things are gone.
Has anyone been to the Glendale Galleria lately?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it looking like?
It's fine. It looks, it has a bunch of shops. It has, like, Americana has kind of bumped into a lot of its crowd, I guess.
Foot traffic?
Yeah, but it's still got a bunch of shops in there, and anything that
really
has a
cheesy,
Target in it
shops.
is going to be good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Westfield Town Center.
Yeah.
Or better known as Fox Hill
It is still Fox Hill, and that actually is where you got to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Fox Hills Mall, or the Topanga Plaza, or I don't know if it's a plaza, but the Topanga Mall, that mall is massive.
Yeah, that one's huge. I take my kid there every once in a while, and you get lost.
Yeah.
My mother just texted me. She said she was in the mall Sunday with my niece getting her ready for school. It was packed. She didn't say it was Del Amo Mall or Cerritos Mall, but yeah, I guess by and large, the Southern California malls still seem to be doing okay. The ones that I've been to out of state when I'm traveling, not doing okay at all.
Remember the old days when you'd say to your partner, "Hey, you want to go to the mall?" Doesn't that seem like ancient history to you?
It was the best. It was a hangout. You can go to the movies, you can go shopping, you can go girl watching. It was great for that. You didn't need to have a lot of money to just hang out at the mall.
It would never occur to me to say such a sentence in the English language in the year of our Lord 2025.
Look, when I was 20, even from 16 to 22, hot dog on a stick was the place.
Okay, that's a whole other thing. Yeah.
Goodness. The most beautiful girls were working at hot dog on a stick.
Oh, no joke.
Pounding that lemonade. Them little shorts.
Oh, I have memories.
Like the corners of my mind, let me tell you. Ooh, boy. Oh, they don't have hot dog on a stick anymore, do they?
Yeah, they do.
I haven't seen it anymore.
And there is one. Okay. The last time I saw one, there's one in I believe the Burbank Mall.
I haven't been in that one. I don't know if that's still.
There's one in Valley Village.
Okay.
And there's one in Glendale.
There's one in Glendale. There's one in Fox Hill.
If you go to YouTube, you can see her pounding that lemonade.
That was the thing.
Oh, yes. It was everything.
Yes.
It's good lemonade.
KFI M640.
Oh, just a second here.
See?
I like that.
You've never seen that, Mark?
You didn't know?
Oh, now I'm a fan.
You didn't know about that with hot dog on a stick when they were,
Oh, and there's some rhythm to that,
yes.
too. Yeah.
They must not have had it out there, huh, Mark?
You're 16, 17 years old. That was everything. That was better than porn.
Well, it's certainly on a par with it.
Yes, it is. And they were intentional with that. That had to have been intentional.
Oh, thank you for that.
I got the 7-Eleven. I got the Photomat here. Christ, J.C. Penney is coming here because of me. You ask anybody, they'll tell you.
We'll talk Poltergeist when we come back. KFI.
The reviews and ratings are in, and Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS, with playoff elimination on the line, the stars will be flocking to Los Angeles to witness the most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win over Houston to make the playoffs, reeling from last week's savage beating at the hands of Chicago's possessed Montrezl Harrell. Last time these teams met, Miami beat Houston, but they are a dangerous team having their manhood at stake. Then breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. Will LA avenge their previous shocking loss to perennial basketball Boston rivals to survive? 6 teams are allowed for 4 spots and all must win. Don't miss the Big 3, the 3-on-3 basketball league everyone is talking about. There's no crying in the Big 3, and the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, followed by 2 games on Vice starting at 6:30 Eastern, presented by iHeart.
Let's be real. Life happens. Kids spill. Pets shed. And accidents are inevitable. Find a sofa that can keep up at WashableSofas.com. Starting at just $699. Our sofas are fully machine washable inside and out. So you can say goodbye to stains and hello to worry-free living. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. They're kid-proof, pet-friendly, and built for everyday life. Plus, changeable fabric covers let you refresh your sofa whenever you want. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa anytime to fit your space, whether it's a growing family room or a cozy apartment. Plus, they're earth-friendly and trusted by over 200,000 happy customers. It's time to upgrade to a stress-free, mess-proof sofa. Visit WashableSofas.com today and save. That's WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's from the 1982 movie Poltergeist. I'm talking about the original, not that crappy-ass remake they tried. If you remember the movie in 1982, the house itself was a character where everything happened. And it's a real house in Simi Valley. And if you would like, you can rent the house, which has been redesigned and remodeled to mimic the set from 1982. It's a 4-bedroom house. It's located on Roxbury Street in Simi Valley. And it gives renters the chance to relive the spooky and potentially traumatizing experience of the movie. And if you remember with Joe Beth Williams, Craig T. Nelson, some people thought that movie set was haunted, or it was what's the word I'm looking for? There's a curse on it. Cursed. There were some untimely deaths of some of the main characters. Carol Ann died. The older sister, Dominique Dunn, died. Tangina Barron. All are welcome. She died in a strange way. And if you haven't seen the movie, it's still probably one of the best thriller movies. I wouldn't call it a horror movie. There is some horror to it, but I watched it again recently. It still stands the test of time.
Never sensed anything like it. I don't know what hovers over this house, but it was strong enough to punch a hole into this world, take your dog away from you. It keeps Carol Ann very close to it and away from the spectral light. It lies to her. It says things only a child can understand. It has been using her to restrain the others. To her, it simply is another child. To us, it is the beast.
And we're not talking about long-term rentals. You can reserve the house on a night-by-night basis, $600 a night, and it can sleep up to 8 people and pets for those brave enough to book a stay. Last year, the property was listed for sale for the first time in more than 4 decades. It sold for $1.28 million, and so now they're renting it out so people like you and me can experience the horror of the house. And no, I would not spend $1. I would not stay in that house for free.
I would do that. That sounds like fun. I mean, they remodeled it, redecorated it
to make it look like
there's like knocks on the wall and little things to try and spook you. That sounds like fun.
And it has probably the old countertop from the movie. It probably looks something straight out of 1982. No.
Do not eat the chicken in the fridge. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, don't put your hand on the TV set. Don't do that. No, I'm not spending a night in a haunted house like that.
But we don't need to spend the night. We could just go and take Later with Mo Kelly live there.
Nope.
Oh,
no,
come on, Mo.
We're here.
No, sir.
Can you imagine?
Stay out of the light, Carol Ann. No, sir.
That's just a movie house. Save it for the Amityville house. Let's all stay there for the night.
I'm not staying at the Poltergeist house. I'm not staying at the Amityville house.
Come on, it'd be fun.
I'm not staying at the Exorcist house.
So here's how you get rid of Mark. You send Mark on assignment.
I've done that. I did that for...
See, he even wants to do it.
No, I did it. I used to do things like that for fun. When I was a newspaper writer, I would go do like thrill-seeking things, and one of those was to spend the night in a haunted, I guess it was a mental institution.
No, sir. Nope.
I see something coming up here during the spooky season.
I'm not staying at Alcatraz. I'm not staying wherever they did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm not staying anywhere where stuff happens. Nope.
Well, we saw how terrified you were when somebody honked their horn at you
You
today.
mean when you tried to kill me? You tried to run me down?
I wouldn't expect you to stay in someplace legitimately scary.
Nick, are you coming in studio or are you staying over there in Air Mix?
No, do you want me to stay in Air Mix? Of course I'll come in studio.
Okay, I was just wondering. It's just, this disembodied voice. People don't know this.
It's the perfect thing for Poltergeist.
You're like down the hall.
Don't startle him.
Yeah.
Just don't try to run me down, Nick.
I promise I'm not that guy.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.
Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. This Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS with playoff elimination on the line. The most physical, fiercest, and competitive basketball in the world. Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson must win to make the playoffs. And breakout star Dwight Howard of the LA Riot will battle Gary Payton's Boston squad in a do-or-die match for both teams. 6 teams are alive for 4 spots and all must win. There's no crying in the Big 3. And the no-holds-barred action starts Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Presented by iHeart.
Tired of spills and stains on your sofa? WashableSofas.com has your back. Featuring the Anabay collection, the only designer sofa that's machine washable inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly prices. That's right, sofas start at just $699. Enjoy a no-risk experience with pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and changeable slipcovers made with performance fabrics. Experience cloud-like comfort with high-resilience foam that's hypoallergenic and never needs fluffing. The sturdy steel frame ensures longevity, and the modular pieces can be rearranged anytime. Check out WashableSofas.com and get up to 60% off your Anabay sofa, backed by a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not absolutely in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping or restocking fees. Every penny back. Upgrade now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.